Hi folks, DC here, DC's Gadgets. Today is September the 3rd of 2019, and we're in hurricane watch status here in Brevard, Palm Bay. It's kind of a joke. It's comical. It really is. It's and also sad. So many jokes about how fast or slow this storm is moving. It sat on the Bermuda Islands for like 30 plus hours, moving at either 0 or 1 mile an hour, and it's finally decided to start moving up the coast, and it's moving at like 5 miles an hour. I feel sorry for the folks down there in the Bahamas. I think did I say Bermuda? Bahamas. It's a blur. I've been up for a long time, doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, it's been so much time just spinning around in circles down there. It actually got weaker, and so now it's coming up the coast. Instead of being Category 5 or 4, it's Category 3, and it's going down, and it's actually moved offshore a little bit farther. So the anticipation for the area I live in is like 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds with some gusts hitting 70, and quite comfortable living in this environment. And it could change, but forecast looks good, and it's moving so slow. It's like 110 miles away from us, and it's moving at 5 miles per hour. So, oh, it's long, long time. Uh, I want to do an update on my queens. I did a video a couple days ago talked about how I did another round of the Miller Queens, where you take a frame with eggs and larvae in the comb, and you just make some cuts across the bottom of the comb, where they have eggs and larvae, and the bees come in there and they make queens because you've changed the orientation of that cell by cutting the bottom wall off the cell. You've kind of made it into a vertical cell. And so I tried it a month or two back. It totally failed. Did it again like a week and a half ago, and it actually worked pretty good. And I cut like nine, I think I cut 9 cells off, maybe 10. I can't remember. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, cut a bunch of cells off. There's a video. You can look at the video. So today would theoretically be day 13. It would be 9 days since the original grafts. Yeah, because today's Tuesday. Did the original graft or cut? We're gonna call it. I did the original setup on Sunday. Today's Tuesday, so 9 days. So theoretically, today's 13, assuming they use a day 4 larva. But because bees can use any larva that's like 4 to 6 days old, they could use an older larva. So I had to stop at the house, pick up some stuff, and I'm putting my mother-in-law shutters on. Figured I'd take a quick look in the incubator, and 3 queens are out. So, word of caution: if you're doing stuff using the Miller method, you gotta be careful. You can't count the day you make the cut as day 4. You gotta count that as like day 6 or day 7, because you gotta slide that timetable over just in case the bees grab an older larva. And I'll tag the video at the end of this so you can see the video. So 3 have already come out, and I candled the rest of them. There's 2 more squirming around inside the cage. Or maybe 4 came out. 4 came out. That's like, it's a blur. 4 came out, 2 more squirming in the cage. So by the end of today, I'm going to have 6. So of all the ones that I did using that Miller method, by the end of today, which would theoretically be day 13, 9 days after 9 days after putting the frame in the beehive, I got 6 queens, which is pretty awesome. Problem is, I got to find some place to put them, and with a hurricane coming down, I can't put them any place for at least 3 days. So I'll stick them in roller cages, and I've got a queenless colony in my backyard I'm using for a bank. It's supposed to be pretty calm tomorrow evening because this storm is going to crawl through. But once it goes past us, I'll stick them in roller cages, throw a couple of attendants in each cage, and I'll stick them in that queenless colony. Let them bees take care of them until probably Saturday, and then I don't even know for sure what we can do because it's all up in the air. You don't know what's going to happen with the storm. But this is part of life as a queen rearer, because if you start rearing queens, you're on a timetable, you're on a schedule, and you're on a nature schedule. You're not on just because there's bad weather doesn't mean you can stop. You got to do it. So I got to do it. I'm hoping for some decent weather tomorrow, at least a break in the weather for an hour or so, where I can go and and pop the lid in the backyard and throw a bar in there with these Virgin Queens on them, and that'll keep them nice and toasty and fed until Saturday. And then Saturday we'll put together some mating nukes. But that's all. Hey folks, DC here from DC's Gadgets. Today is the 3rd of September. I'm going to do an update on my Miller Queens. One of the drawbacks to doing the Miller Method Queens is you really don't know what day they're going to pick, because they can pick a 4, 5, or 6 larva and work. So she came out, turned around, went back in again. She's in there. I can't tell if she's alive or not. I'll cut her out in a minute. But the next one, she's out running around. Took the wax out. I'll put her in a roller cage with some honey here in a minute and see what we got next ones. I haven't been the rest of these yet. All right, she's out running around. Like a day and a half early, actually. Let's see what we got over here. All right, she's not out yet. Not out yet. Not out yet. Oh yeah, okay, so we got 3 out over there, and I've got 1 in the roller cage. If you remember from the other video, I took 3. I'll show you what she looks like. I took 3 and cut off and managed to stick them up in roller cages. And one of them is out, so she's running around right in there, and I stuck a drop of honey up in the cap. And as soon as I stuck the drop in there, she went over there and started eating it. The only bad thing is, I got a hurricane coming here today, tonight and tomorrow, all day. So it's Tuesday. I don't think I can possibly get these queens in mating boxes before Friday. So I'm going to put this out there anyway. So this does work, and the Miller Method worked out okay. The only issue is that you got to be on top of them, because today would be day 13, I guess. I have to run back on the clock, but I think today's day 13. Yeah, so it's like 3 days before I would expect. Now I guess today's 14. I don't know, it's a blur. These hurricanes had me so confused. I'm so busy doing stuff. But yeah, anyway, if you're going to try to make queens from the Miller Method, you got to be on top of it and figure 2 days ahead of time. So instead of a 14-day schedule, put yourself on a 12-day schedule, but it will work.